Yeah. What's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful money-making Thursday here at the Pick Dawgz Morning Show. Y'all know the drill, man. We live 365 just to let you guys know our thoughts, opinions, and how we see the day's action playing out. Got a decent card today between all the sports, college basketball, NBA, and NHL. And I got two great guys to help me break it down. Brad wins bets. What's happening, my man? How you doing this morning?
Doing good, doing good. Last night I got beat up a little bit, had some bad beats, just pointless runs from teams at the end of the game to cover big spreads, kids missing free throws. Typical Wednesday night shit, honestly. But hey, we gotta put the war paint back on. We gotta get back out there, and I'm ready for a big day.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Brian Biller, good morning, sir. How are you?
I can't complain too much. 1-2 yesterday, but my big play was the Atlanta Hawks that came in. College basketball, Kentucky had a nice lead and blew it away. Yeah, I just chose the wrong games yesterday, but I think today's NBA card is relatively strong, and I think we should be able to make some money today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm coming off a good day. I'm coming off back-to-back good days. So after the weekend, I needed a couple of good days in a row. I'm still hurting from CJ Stroud and Carson Beck.
Oh, the Baylor Bears, they really suck. I'm done with. I might have a.
I told you. Didn't I tell you?
That's from Tuesday, but that might be my. They might actually be on a do not bet. I don't have one normally, but they piss me off every time I'm with Baylor. They always screw me.
It's not good. They're just not good.
They're fraudulent this year. And
I say that, and then Saturday I'll be telling you guys that I like Baylor on Saturday.
Yeah, we know.
Nah, yeah, that was funny, man. So I had the Raptors last night. Gave me a little heart attack at half, but then they locked in the second half. And I also had the Knicks finally. Oh my God, I've been chasing that Knicks for so long. I had been chasing that one, man. So glad that they came through.
That's only put up 66 in that game. That's crazy.
Insane.
That's really bad. That's terrible.
Exactly. So they took them boys so far behind the woodshed, it wasn't even funny. So yeah, that was my day yesterday. My only loss was the Hornets. I had them money line. They tried to fight back in the end, but
the Cavs are tricky. Every once in a while, they'll just look like the team from last year, and you're just like, got it.
Exactly. Like they just like to show up out of nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's all good in the hood, though. We'll talk about them Hornets here momentarily. They back in action today. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there was anything that just did Kentucky. You said Kentucky did not cover against Texas yesterday. They didn't.
No, they didn't. I think they were up by 11 at some point in the second half, and then just stopped being able to execute. So, and they ended up winning by 5 or so, and I was laying 6.5. So it's just one of those things at the end of the game.
I was almost there with you. Like I almost pulled the trigger on that one.
Yeah, but I do this. I don't do this every day, but I had Grand Canyon money line. They won by 1. I know it was only 1 point, but I had crossed them off, went with Kentucky, and then I went with Samford, and I crossed off the Toronto Raptors. Sometimes you make the wrong decisions when you're making your final cuts, and
Yeah, I did see that, so we can talk about that for a hot second. The baseball news going crazy. Am I on that Mets train this year? The Mets gonna be the hype train team?
Mets always spend a ton of money, and then they end up.
Freddie P.
The Mets might be my hype train team this season. Freddie P, Marcus Semien. Like I might have to be rocking with the Mets, man. Last year was the Blue Jays. This year might be the Money Mets.
Nah, Phillies and Braves are both better, but we'll see.
I'm gonna be back fading them Braves again this year.
Should see Andrew Painter for the Philly. It's one of the top pitching prospects.
Oh yeah, Bo Bichette too. Bo Bichette over there with the Mets. So watch out for the Mets, man. Watch out for the Mets. It's gonna be interesting. When does baseball start? When does the regular season start? It's coming up.
So it's early April. Yeah, I think like first week of April, something like that. Typically,
Let me see. Is it March? I want to say it's March.
Really?
When is opening day?
Oh yeah, March
Opening
24th.
day
Justin said.
Oh, they usually have something over in Japan for a couple
March
of days.
24th,
Oh yeah,
25th.
they have that little Japan series, yeah, or because typically when we're out in Vegas, that series is going on.
Yeah, the 26th, March 26th is the full card.
Oh really? Damn,
For
I thought it was April for some reason.
Yep. So it'll be here before we know. We're gonna blink. It'll be here 2 months from now. 2 months from right now. And y'all know them 60 days gonna go by like.
Yeah, baseball season's long though, and then once it starts, it goes on forever. It's just luckily the WNBA is around to offset Major League Baseball.
Yep. All right, y'all. Let's do it. Let's see. I gotta look for my graphics. My computer moving slow this morning. I should have restarted.
Hockey or CBB?
We'll start in the National Hockey League Association.
Let's see what games me and Brian are disagreeing about today.
I have one premium in hockey, and there's one other game that I almost went with, and that's what I'll start off with today in hockey. But hockey's been tough on me this year.
Let's see. Let's do it. Oh, that's NBA. There go to hockey. National Hockey League Association. Decent card over there today. We got the Golden Knights and the Bruins. Bruins plus 120 at home. We got the Canadians and the Sabres. Buffalo small road dogs. Hurricanes laying minus 300 on the Blackhawks. What could go wrong? We got the Stars minus 120 against the Columbus Blue Jackets. We got the Predators, the worst name in sports, Brian's favorite team. Slight home dogs against the Senators. We got the Panthers versus the Jets, Jets. We got the Penguins versus the Oilers, a.k.a. the Zawackies. And we got the Red Wings versus the Wild, a.k.a. the Smudges. Brad, anything in hockey today? Jump off the page to you?
Give me the worst name in sports, the Preds. I'll take them on the money line here. This team's actually been really good at responding after a loss. I think it was I give this pick out for it was a betting tools pick, but they won like their last 6 or something following a loss. They are before these 2 losses they've had. So coming off back-to-back losses, like I said, Nashville, they've been good at not going on long losing streaks. At home here against some plus money. I'll take Nashville. And then I will be on the Panthers. The Jets did cash in for us in their last game against the Blues. Shout out the Jets there, but I'm back to fading them in this one. The line may tell you to take the Jets here, but I can't help but take Florida. I think they're the better team. Jets still a solid team, but they just haven't been able to execute this season. It's as simple as that. So I just can't pass up this price with the Panthers.
Brian, how you feeling?
Overall on this board today, my favorite free pick is probably the Columbus Blue Jackets on the money line over your Dallas Stars. I think this is Dallas's 7th road game out of their last 10 after 2 home games. Columbus just playing the better hockey as of late, winning 4 of the last 5. They are coming off a loss, but just the way Dallas has been playing and you're getting slight plus money at home, I like Columbus Blue Jackets. And I would just do a slight lean to the Winnipeg Jets. Florida is the better team. I just minus 101 to back the Florida Panthers. It just doesn't look right to me. So I'll take the home team, the Jets. And I do like the Senators a little bit. Senators are my team this year compared to last year being the Nashville Predators. I expect Ottawa to make a nice run here, maybe get into the playoffs. And if they're going to do that, they need to start getting some road wins. But overall, my favorite play is the Columbus Blue Jackets on the money line.
Brian, I'm fading you. I'm taking
no.
I'm taking my Stars, baby. I cashed one of my biggest hockey plays of the season the other day. That one the other night was stealing candy from a baby against Boston. Boston was red hot. The Stars was cold as shit. And they were laying minus 150. Come on, bro. At home? Come on, bro. No. So here's my thoughts. Here's my legitimate thoughts on the Stars. That losing streak, all that fading them that y'all was doing, that shit is over with. We finally ended it. And I think we're about to get back to being one of the most dominant teams in hockey. The Blue Jackets, I know they've been playing well. They won 4 of their last 5. They just lost at home. Their win streak just came to an end. It's a revenge game for the Stars as well. The Blue Jackets beat them up the first time they played. I don't want to take too much from that, though, because that game was way back in October. So I think here's my thoughts. I think the Blue Jackets were playing well, but I think they've cooled off. And I think the Stars, who were ice cold, are about to heat back up. And so I'm taking the Stars straight up on the money line in that one. I would agree with Brad too, man. Give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers. The Meows. Hold on, I got y'all. Y'all know when I take the Panthers, what I got to do. Right here. There he is. I'm taking the Panthers, man. It's basically what Brad said. I'm just taking the better team at even money. That's all. I know the Jets have played all right recently, winners of 3 of their last 5, but man, the Panthers are comfortable on the road. This is what their 5th road game, last 6 games. They popped back in at home for a second, lost to San Jose. Now they pop back out on the road, and I think they just get back to regular schedule programming. So even money with the better team is where I'd be in that one. And that's really all I love today in hockey. Maybe the Golden Knights money line coming off the loss. The Bruins, I know they were just red hot there for a second, but I don't think they're that good of a team. I think Golden Knights are better, and that's why they're this sizable of a favorite on the road. So it would be Golden Knights for me now. Yep. That's the National Hockey League Association. Let's go to college hoops. Let's go to the hardwood.
It's a Ron Romanelli type college basketball card today.
Yes, it is. It is not a J style college hoops card today. I as of right now, I have nothing in college hoops as far as like on the premium side.
I have 1 today.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, it's gross. I got 2 somehow, but it is gross.
Let's break it down. Let's talk about it.
Boy, I better come up with something.
Get my graphics ready for y'all. How many games are there today? Should we do it all in one?
I think we could do it all in one.
All right, we'll do it all in one. I do got graphics for them today. We got Wisconsin versus Penn State. Wisconsin laying 5.5. William and Mary versus UNC Wilmington. This is kind of a fun game because, like, I know these logos, but like when they're by themselves, sometimes it's like. So this is William and Mary versus UNC Wilmington. William and Mary -1.5. USF versus UAB. USF -2.5. That's all the graphics I got. So I had to throw this one up. Also in here, though, we got, I'll read off a couple. We got ULM versus Marshall, Louisiana State versus App State, Stetson. Those are all-day college hoops, too. Oh, shit. I didn't even know we had day action. Florida Gulf Coast versus Austin Pay. I might got to get active in that early. Central Arkansas versus West Georgia, Vermont versus UMass Lowell, the Gottliebs versus the Penguins of Youngstown State. Who else we got in here? Fairfield, Niagara. We got Georgia Southern versus Arkansas State. Bellarmine versus Jacksonville. Oral Roberts versus North Dakota. North Dakota State versus Denver. UC Mike Davis versus UC San Diego. FIU versus UTEP. Fullerton versus what up, Beaches? Long Beach State. Bakersfield versus Hawaii to close it out. Ugly card. Ugly card. Brad, we'll start with you again. How you feeling?
Yeah, for this one, I saw some people, they wanted to bet some early action. So there's this ULL Appalachian State game. ULL has 5 wins this season, 5-15 straight up. They may scare you a bit, but I'm actually going to take them plus the 9.5. Coming off a big win against South Alabama. And then the game before that, They kept things really close against Texas State, both those games on the road. Their defense has improved a lot, and I just feel like this team may have figured something out. They might have figured something out, and this line, it just honestly looks fishy to me. Like, I would expect Appalachian State to be maybe a 12.5-point favorite in this game against a 5-win ULL team. So I'll take a lean towards ULL to make that thing gross. It's probably going to be a low-scoring game. As you see, the total in that game is 123. You're going to give me 9.5 points in a game that's the total set this low. I think that's where I'd rather be. So give me ULL. I will take Green Bay. Give me Green Bay plus 7.5. This line is disrespectful in my opinion. Green Bay's been an improved team. They actually have a better record than Youngstown State. I just think, Green Bay keeps getting disrespected when it comes to a line perspective because they're Green Bay. And we have seen this team just play historically bad over the last few seasons. So they're better this season, and I think they keep that one close against Youngstown. And then give me South Florida. We saw these teams play earlier this season. It was a wild game. It was in Tampa. UAB won. UAB won a close one. Well, now USF could get their lick back. And honestly, I think USF's the better team. So you're going to give me the better team in a revenge spot. Yeah, they're on the road here. I'm not too worried about it, though. I think USF comes here with a bit of a chip on their shoulder and picks up a winning cover.
Brian, how you feeling?
All right, tough card today, but I'm going to go with one of my favorite colleges here, William and Mary at home, the Tribe -2, 7-0 at home. I think they can knock off UNCW, but my favorite play probably should have been a premium pick. I'm going to go against my Wisconsin Badgers, take Penn State plus the 5. Penn State's on a little bit of a nasty run here. Losers of, 5 straight, and they got embarrassed by a terrible Maryland team. So stock's way down on Penn State. Stock's pretty high up on Wisconsin. I just think it'll be a one-possession win for the Badgers here. And then let me see if I can get one more play out of this card here. 1 second. Boy, okay. That's it for me. Come back to me. I'll keep looking.
I ain't gonna lie, it's not a lot I like today, so I ain't gonna just yap to y'all. Let me see. I would agree with Brian. I would lean Penn State in that one. Wisconsin's ass. They're overrated.
They're not ass.
They're overvalued. It's time to fade them. Let's see. Give me the Penguins, baby. Fuck is he talking about?
Nah, man. This is a new Green Bay team.
This line tells you what you need to know. Give me the Penguins, man. Youngstown. The Gottliebs are ass. Y'all can think this is a different team all y'all want. They're gonna rear their ugly ass head. Did y'all not see what just happened to them last game? They got flooded. Beat them at home.
Who they play?
88-63. Woodshed. This is the bounce back game at home for Youngstown, coming off back-to-back losses on the road. This is a really good spot for Youngstown, too, because they lost their last home game. Or no, they didn't. They lost their last real home game. I ain't going to count that one. I don't even know who the hell that is. B and S-O? Who the hell is that? Before that, they lost to PFW Changs at home, though. And then their 2 most recent games, they lost to Wright State by 10 on the road. Then they lost barely to Cleveland on the road. But a little bounce back game at home here today. Fading the Gottliebs. I'm there. I'm taking the Penguins. I like Iona. Money line against Merrimack. I know Merrimack balling right now. Winners of 4 of their last 5. But kind of the same spot for Iona. Just a little bounce back game at home, coming off back-to-back tough losses on the road. I think it's a good spot for him to get a win. I would agree with Brian. I would take William and Mary at home here. I think them favored over the team that's 17-2 speaks volume. I just think this is a good spot for UNC Wilmington to kind of take an L. That's really it for me today in college hoops. It's just not my type of card today.
I found one more. I like the Towson Tigers plus the 2.5 over the Elon Musks here. Elon University only one cover out of their last 5. They've been winning games, but just not covering the number. I think Towson pulls the upset here, but I'll sprinkle a little on the money line, take the 2.5 with the Tigers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brad, anything you might have missed in college hoops?
No. God leaves, though.
Getting faded tonight. Let's do it, man. Let's head to the NBA. How many games in the NBA tonight? I literally just did the jam session, so I should know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
8.
7, 8. All right, so we'll do 4 and 4. We got the Hornets, fresh off the loss last night. 6.5 point dogs in Orlando. Got the Nuggets laying 5.5 on the Washington Wizards, total 229.5. Got the Rockets laying 2 on the Sixers, total 221.5. And we got the Warriors laying 5.5 on the Dallas Mavericks. Ryan, you got any thoughts on these first 4?
Yeah, I liked Charlotte yesterday. They didn't come in, but I'm not going to jump off them. We're getting 6 here with the Charlotte Hornets. Orlando's been off for a couple of days off that European trip. I just think this is a closer game than 6 points. Magic might be one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, but I just think Charlotte, I'm going to be riding them when I see lines like this. And so I'm going to take Charlotte Hornets plus the points. And for the Dallas Mags Warriors in this time frame, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to lean towards the Dallas Mavs at home. I think Golden State got a real gut punch losing Jimmy Butler here. And another game I think is going to be a one-possession affair. I'll take the Mavericks plus the points. But of the two, I like Charlotte Hornets better.
I agree with you. The whole world mad at me. It's funny. It's funny because, like, I feel like right now I'm the face of the Charlotte Hornets when it comes to betting them.
Don't take the money line, though. Take the points.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I don't want the 6.5. I don't want it. Plus 200. Let's get it done, Charlotte. I think they win this game outright. Here's why I think that. I'm not worried about the back-to-back. I'm not. The Hornets on the back end of a back-to-back this season, 6-3 straight up, 8-1 ATS. So they've played 9 back-to-backs this season. They've cashed in 8 of them. I'm not that worried.
But just the other day, you were talking about the Orlando Magic winning the Eastern Conference. So if they're going to do that, they need to win games like this. And I like the Hornets. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's a Magic win and Charlotte Hornets cover. But I hear you.
And you took the words right out of my mouth. I love the Magic. I have all the futures in the world on the Magic. I talked about this on the jam session this morning. I went and looked at what I got on the Magic. I have the Magic to make the NBA Finals. I have the Magic to win the Eastern Conference. I got the Magic to make the Eastern Conference Finals. I have a really pretty penny on futures on the Magic, and I believe in Orlando a ton. I think tonight, though, is a really good spot to fade them. I think the whole world is going to want to fade Charlotte because everybody and their mama was on Charlotte last night.
Yeah, and everybody's fickle to jump off from tonight.
So everybody mad at them, want to jump off tonight because they're traveling to Orlando. Everybody wants to jump off. But beef, here's why. It's more a fade of the Magic for me. The Magic, I don't like the spot for them. They're coming off of the European tour. Their last 2 games are just played across the pond in Germany and in London. So this is their first game back in the States. Fade spot. We just faded the Grizzlies in the same spot, and they lost. So I'm fading the Magic because of that. And here's the last and final thing. I talk about this all the time. That first game back fully healthy, like whenever a superstar comes back into the lineup, that first game, fade their ass. They almost always lose that game. Everybody always overreacts and is like, oh my God, he's back. They're finna turn it on. And they lose, and they almost always lose that first game. And then they cut it on. And that's my thought process here with the Magic. So it looks like I've been so busy this morning. I didn't see if the news dropped or not. If my man playing tonight. Last time I checked, I thought he was supposed to. Suggs. Let me just double check. Let me double check while I'm here. Damn, he's ruled out.
Yeah.
Oh, I really wanted to be there tonight. That would have made this even more beautiful. All I'm saying is it's a good spot to fade Orlando. And then after this game, I think they go on a tear. That's just my thoughts. So good spot for Charlotte. I don't think the problem with Orlando this season, other than the past couple seasons, is in their head this year, they thought they became better offensively, so they stopped playing as good of defense as they've been playing. Orlando, y'all know we've loved them because of the defensive intensity they've played with over the last couple of years. They haven't been playing like that recently or this season. And playing the number one offensive team in the league, the Hornets, I think they're in trouble tonight. That's all I'm saying. I know Charlotte looked dead in that first half yesterday, but they did cut it on in that fourth quarter last night. And they were down, 25 and lost by 7. So give me Charlotte plus the points and money line. I'm taking the Nuggets here. I don't love it. I like it. The thing is, I just think the Wizards are in outright tank mode. I know the Wizards are in outright tank mode. The Wizards are not in the business of winning basketball games right now. They're trying to get the best pick they can get to pair it up with Trae Young next season and be competitive next season. And they will be competitive next season. But they have to make sure they tank because they do not own their pick. They don't own it. The Knicks do. So if it's not top 8, then the Wizards don't get it. So they're incentivized to lose. I think they lose tonight. I know they just played them tough in Denver the other night. But I think Denver should be motivated to play well tonight, coming off of back-to-back losses. Give me the Nuggets. Oh, it's a good game. It's really not that hard. Just take the better team, playing the better basketball. And
that's not how it works.
Okay. I was about to say, if you're going to say the Sixers.
That's not how betting works. No way. I don't.
Yes,
well,
it is.
I got to behave myself.
He said, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. You just take the better team, playing the better basketball.
If it was that easy, we'd all be trillionaires if we just had to get the better team and bet them.
The thing is I think the Rockets are substantially better than the Sixers, but we're getting value here because of how bad the Rockets have been ATS. You got to remember, the Rockets are just 6-15 last 21 ATS. So it's not like they've been setting the world on fire, you know? But what they have done recently is turned it on. And, man, them Rockets turned me the fuck up the other night against them Spurs. They were down and out. And the way they played in that second half was extremely encouraging. Extremely encouraging. So I'm just saying, there was a good amount of time to fade the Rockets there for a minute. I think that shit is over. I think they are about to get back into form and remind people why many people think the Spurs are the kryptonite of Oklahoma City, but coming into the season, remember, everybody was saying the Rockets are the number 2 team in the league. Like, you know what I mean? I think they're getting ready to remind people of that. The Sixers, they're just not that good. I'm sorry to tell y'all. They're just not that damn good. And the one thing about the Sixers this season is they played their better basketball on the road, not at home. So step-up game, meaningful game at home. I'm fading Philadelphia. I'm taking the better team, playing the better basketball that's getting back into good form. It'd be different if the Rockets had been red hot and this was the spot to fade them and all that. No, I think we're jumping in early on the Rockets and they're getting ready to go on a run. So
they have been pretty hot. They've won 4 of 5. They just beat the number one public humper team, the Spurs. I don't know. So they have been relatively hot.
That's not that.
They've been
hot.
lukewarm.
They've been lukewarm. Now I think they're going to get hotter than fish grease. We'll see. We'll see. The one thing that makes me a little nervous is they're coming off the extended homestand, but I'm really not that worried about it because of the Sixers' home numbers. I just love that all y'all are fading me today. It just makes just humbles me. It just makes me just excited. I'm taking the Warriors, laying the 5.5 in this one. This is probably one of the easiest plays on the board.
You're fading your team.
They're not my team anymore.
You can't just abandon your hometown.
I've abandoned them.
How the hell is this one the easiest place on the board?
This is far from the easiest place.
This is the perfect sell high point on Dallas, and this is the perfect buy low spot here on Golden State. Everybody genuinely believes what Brian Biller just said. No, Jimmy, the Warriors are done. They're cooked. Fuck.
They're cooked.
Fuck.
Do you remember them before getting Jimmy last season?
All right, bro. On the other side, Everybody's in love with Dallas. They're coming off of 3 blowout wins. They blew the shit out of the Jazz back-to-back games. They just walked into Madison Square Garden and took the Knicks behind the woodshed. Everybody's in love with the Mavs right now. They come home here and get aired the fuck out. As a former Mavs fan, I know the Mavs never beat the Warriors. They never do. They never do. They never. The Mavs cannot hold the jockstrap of the Golden State Warriors.
The Mavs have won 5 out of the last 8. Straight up. So they held their jockstrap last 8 or so.
Yeah, that's fair.
I hear you. It's just
you go a little longer than that. It's all Warriors. And this one here is great sell high on Dallas coming off of 3 blowout wins, and everybody wants to sell their stock on the Warriors because they just lost and they don't have Jimmy, and they finna come in here and win this game by 15 plus. This is still the Warriors who, prior to losing that last game and losing Jimmy, was the hottest team in the league. One of them. They had just come off of 5 straight 10-plus point blowout wins. So
it might be time for Golden State to start selling. But that's my opinion.
I don't know. I'm buying Golden State stock today. What you thinking, Brett?
Yeah, no, I'm on the Mavs. I'm on the Mavs, man. The Warriors just played, 6-7 straight games at home. Now they're about to start a new West Coast road trip. This team hasn't been good on the road this season. Mavs playing their best ball. Klay Thompson revenge game. I don't like the Warriors without Jimmy. I got to take the Mavs. And we're getting 5.5. I'll be there. I do like the Hornets, though. Hornets got to be the play here. I mean, Jay said it. The Hornets on back-to-backs, it doesn't phase them. This is a young team. They don't care about the back-to-back. And look, man, they played last night and shot terrible. They couldn't hit a shot to save their lives. That's just not going to happen 2 nights in a row. And these are the spots the Magic have struggled in. 12-19 ATS as a favorite. You can't lay 6.5 here with Orlando. They may win this game, but it may be by 3-4 points. And then let's see, what was the other one? I like the Wizards here. It's a quick revenge spot. These teams just played on Saturday in Denver. It's actually a close and competitive game. The Wizards stayed in there. And then the Wizards also coming off a game against the Clippers where they were very competitive as well. So they're in decent form right now. And look, man, I said it on last show. I faded the Nuggets in their last game against the Lakers. Yeah, the Nuggets have been winning some of these games without Jokic and all these guys, but I still don't trust them. There's still a lot of backups in this lineup, and I think the Wizards could at least keep this one close. And don't be surprised if the Wizards pull this one outright. So I'll take the Wizards plus 5.5.
All righty. Last slot of the day.
I like the way Brad's thinking today. He's right on point. I don't have anything to argue with Brad about.
Who would have thought? Still some more games, though.
Brad and Brian together, it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, we don't always agree. But.
Bulls, 9.5-point dogs in Minnesota. Spurs laying 13 on the Utah Jazz. Heat, 1.5-point dogs in Portland. Clippers laying 1 on the Lake Show. Here's my thoughts. If you watch the jam session on this for this game, I almost reshot the whole jam session because I did a lot of rambling on this game and ultimately didn't say nothing. So I'm gonna try not to do that here. I can't bet this game, but every bone in my body is like, take the Bulls in this fucking game. But I know the Timberwolves probably gonna blow them out. And it's just one of those things where it's like, fuck the Timberwolves. How the hell you lose outright to the Jazz the other night? Bro, that was the worst spot of the season. The Jazz were 3 games in 4 nights, traveling. Minnesota was well rested. All of the above, they were healthy again, and they lost outright to the Jazz? Fuck no. And for off principle alone, I cannot bet them tonight. I want to fade them with every bone in my body and take the Chicago Bulls, but I know better, so I won't do it. That's my thoughts on this game. Fuck the Timberwolves. This is they're the house of disappointment. I feel like they win this game by 7. I swear to God. Can I lead y'all off the cliff for a second? Anybody? Can I interest anybody in a plus 450?
I'm not mad at it.
The Jazz aren't winning that game. Come on now.
Based on what?
I don't know.
The Jazz do this shit.
They do.
I like Utah and Utah, but I don't know if this is the spot.
I don't know. You said it earlier, man. The Spurs is the public team. Everybody loves humping up on the Spurs.
They're the new popular.
Who do the Spurs have on deck?
They play the Pelicans at home on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, I can't really put much into that.
I kind of like that though. They get beat right here, and then Sunday at home they flood the Pelicans, and then they get their revenge against the Rockets on Wednesday. I kind of like this. I like how this is setting up. I think it's worth a shot. You can almost get plus 500 on the Jazz. Here's the thing: the Jazz are not tanking. The Jazz, they're not going to tank this year. They're going to play it out. We just saw the Jazz beat the Timberwolves. They just did it. This is also a little quick revenge game at home because they lost to the Spurs 123-110 in San Antonio the other night. The thing is, it's not like we haven't seen the Jazz beat the Spurs this season. They already have, and they beat them in San Antonio 127-114. It really wasn't even that long ago. It was less than a month ago. In San Antonio, they beat them. So I'm just saying, man, I've placed worse bets than plus 500 on a team at home where they play their best basketball, where they have an unfair advantage against a team coming in that's overrated, overvalued. It's a quick revenge game. I've done worse. I'm just saying. Give me the Jazz plus 13 and money line. I like the Heat in this one. The reason I like the Heat, I just think this is a legitimate 50-50 game, and I think the Heat are the better team. That's it. That's all. That's my breakdown for that game. I don't have a premium on it. And last and final game of the night. Do I even need to tell y'all where I'm at?
Lakers.
Lakers.
Man, y'all know where the fuck I'm at, bro. Come on, man. This
You're
is
killing me today.
This is too easy.
It's too easy. Don't bet.
I know. And in fairness, as of right now, I don't have any money on this game. If you just want me to be completely honest, but I'm taking the Lakers, bro. This line is saying the Clippers are better than the Lakers. That's what this line is saying, and I sticking my flag in the sand and saying I disagree. This line should be Lakers -2, and then if you were to take the Clippers in this spot, I'd be like, okay, cool. Fuck no. Expecting the Clippers to win a meaningful game? No, not doing it. Then you got Kawhi still looming over this game. Still game time to see.
He's gonna play.
I'm waiting for that
100%. 100% Kawhi.
I don't know. He's the one type of guy that I will never say 100% he's in or out. Like,
well, line tells you he's gonna play, but
I don't know, man. He's so finicky. So I'm taking a better team. Tonight's one of those nights, man, where the books can't throw me off. I'm taking the better teams, and the Lakers are the better team. Give me the Lake Show. Right?
Yeah, I'm on the Clippers here, with or without Kawhi. Clippers are going to get the job done here. I actually love them in this spot. Coming back home, they're on an extra day of rest than the Lakers. And look, man, this team's playing like their hair's on fire. This team is playing like their season's on the line, which it is. They got a lot of ground to make up, and I think the fact that the Clippers started off so bad, that's why we're getting a fair price here with the Clippers. But this is still a good team. They had a slow start. They had a couple speed bumps, but with the way they're playing right now, this is the team that we expected the Clippers to be. So I'm down taking the Clippers in this spot. I do like the Jazz. I like the Jazz to keep this one close. And if the Jazz keep this one close, that means we're going to see a ton of points. So I also like the over 17-5 in Jazz home games this season. They don't play a lick of defense. The Spurs will be able to score in this one. But like I said, if I think the Jazz are going to keep this one close, they're going to be scoring as well. So I like Jazz plus the points. I like an over in that one. And then there is one more, isn't there? Minnesota, Chicago. Ooh, ugh. Oh no, the other one's all right. Minnesota, Chicago. Skip that one. That's a weird one. Portland, Miami. I faded Miami in their last game against the Kings. You guys were right. I'll give you that. I'm fading their ass again. Give me Portland. Similar to the Clippers and Lakers game, Portland hasn't played since the 18th. This team is well rested. They've won 3 straight games, covered in 3 straight. I still don't like Miami on this road trip. Miami's still a team that's 8-14 straight up on the road. They're on a long West Coast road trip, completely different time zone. I'm fading their ass again. Give me Portland.
I ain't mad at it. I'm mad at that Clippers, but and everything else I ain't mad at. Teams got flooded by the Bulls. Like, we were all on the Bulls in that game. But still, fuck the Clippers. Brian, you love the Clippers. You take them today?
This is a rough slot here, games here, but I'm going to take the Clippers. I don't know if the Lakers are the better team. We just saw them lose. They've lost 5 out of the last 8. They lost to the Sacramento Kings, Milwaukee Bucks, the Charlotte Hornets, the Portland Trailblazers. Lakers aren't playing like one of the elite teams in basketball. The Clippers, their season's on the line. They need to win every single game. They're at home. They're always a redheaded stepchild of LA. So give me the Clippers here.
I ain't mad at it. All right, y'all. Guess what? That's it. And that's all. We covered everything under the sun, man. NBA, NHL, and college hoops. Money making Thursday. Brad, what you got going on today over at PickDawgz Premium?
Yep, got 3 plays on the site. My 2 favorite plays in college basketball and my favorite play in the NBA. My pick of the day is in the NBA. So if you're looking for one play, that's a great option. But I would honestly get the 3-pack. So, yeah, we've been hot in basketball, both NBA and in college basketball over the last 30 days. You can check out my numbers over at PickDawgz Premium. But, hey, team me up with Jay. Team me up with Brian. We're going to make you guys some money the rest of this week. And most importantly, this massive weekend we have. So come cash in.
Come cash in with Brad Wins Bets. Brian, what you got going on today?
Up today, I got my NBA non-conference game of the month, ranked number 1 in the NBA this season, number 1 last 365 all sports. My Titanium's 83-43, 66%, last 126. Now, if you want more than just one play, I got my best 3 plays today. It's 2 NBA, 1 college hoops, $50 at PickDawgz.com. Join me up with any one of these guys and have a fantastic week, month, year, whatever you want to do.
Hop on with Brian B. Continue to kick the crap out of the books. For me tonight, I got 3 plays. I'm probably going to add some more, bro. I love tonight's card. And the NBA has treated me well over the last few days, which is a really good sign. And I think we're going to keep it rolling. I really think we're going to keep it rolling. So we're entering my time of season where we're getting ready to dominate. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of teams during this early season, they're trying to figure out who they are. But once we get to like right here, right before the trade deadline, and we get after it, is when teams stop playing and they start locking in and being exactly who they are. And we have enough data to know who they are. So it's no surprise that my NBA numbers over the last month are way better than they were to start the season. Coming off of back-to-back winning days in the NBA, I'm looking to have another one today. So I got my NBA Jam Session play of the night. I got a plus money dog. I got a good amount of stuff today. So be on the lookout for that. Hop on something long-term. I'll for sure be active in college hoops this weekend. On, what was that, Tuesday, we cashed our 10-star game of the week in college hoops with Iowa State. Complete no-sweat blowout winner there. So be active in college hoops here soon. So, yeah, that's what I got going on today, man. A lot of NBA, just straight NBA for me today. Straight NBA. I'm going to have a pretty hefty card. So
I got to see who Baylor plays on Saturday now that I was talking about it.
Let's see.
Curious.
Let's see if they're getting faded on Saturday.
Because they have to play. They're probably playing somebody like,
let's see.
Maybe it's Texas.
Oh, they play TCU at home.
Nice.
Let me see if they got a line up.
No line.
See, I talk all that crap that I'll be off Baylor.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna be on them too in that game.
You know what? I may ride with y'all.
I'm probably gonna be on that.
Bear up.
Nah, for real. Sick 'em. That's what it is.
So that's what they say. Sick 'em.
Yeah, sick 'em.
Okay.
Sick 'em Bears.
Okay. Ooh, Texas Tech, Houston.
Oh.
That'll be a good one.
I think Red Raiders.
You got Virginia and North Carolina. Virginia and the Tar Heels.
I'm telling y'all right now, Texas Tech Saturday lock. Y'all don't hear me say those words often. LOCK.
Tomorrow we got Michigan, Ohio State in college hoops. That would be a good one.
Okay.
That might be game of the month. at Texas Tech on Saturday. So if you're hearing this show right now, you heard it first. That is likely going to be game of the month. Ooh-wee.
A lot of good stuff. Illinois at Purdue on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got some good stuff.
Texas Longhorns money line on Saturday. I have not bet them one time this season, but that's gonna be the first time I bet them. I almost bet them yesterday.
I'm upset.
No, I almost faded them yesterday. I almost had Kentucky yesterday, but I would take them tomorrow on Saturday. Fuck Georgia. All right, that's it, man. Parlay time. Parlay. What you parlaying up, Brett?
Hornets plus 6.5, over 236.5, Spurs, Jazz.
Brian, what you parlaying?
I'm going to take the Hornets plus the points, Penn State Nittany Lions plus the points, and the Columbus Blue Jackets on the money line.
Trying to add a third to this, but I might not be able to. So we're probably going Brad 2-team. But we shaking it up because we going dog hunting, man. We getting rich tonight. Hornets, money line. Utah Jazz, money line. Meet me at the window. Meet me at the window. We'll see what happens, man. That's it. That's all. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Smash that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Jam session just finished editing and downloading, so it'll be posted immediately after the show. Make sure you check out 7 free picks on the daily with my guy, Brad Wins Bets. He does also a ton of other content here on the daily as well. Individual videos covering pretty much. If you were looking for your thoughts on a specific game, there's it's actually 50, but I feel like it's higher than that he covered it. You know, it's legitimate 50 because Chris is going to cover the other half, but the game is going to be covered. It's 50% chance it's Brad. So if you're looking for thoughts on the game, you can get it from Brad. Brian Bittler, of course, he does take it to the bank, and he's also just killed the books over the last 365. So somebody you definitely want to have on your team. I don't got any final words, man. Brad, what about you?
Nope.
Well,
Bittler?
For me, they're expecting like 15 or 18 inches of snow this weekend. So if you don't see me on Sunday, that's why. But hopefully I don't get hit too hard because I don't want to be out there shoveling.
That's the other thing too. For me too, there's a really good chance, or not a really good chance, but there's a chance I may not be here this weekend either because of the snowstorm. And
I'll get my plays in life. If I have to stand on my roof with my cell phone, I'll get my stuff in. But
the way it was looking, I haven't really looked the last couple of days, but as of yesterday, it looks like Dallas was supposed to get the brunt of it.
No, yeah, people in Texas start acting crazy. It gets a little bit cold. They're not used to that down there.
Yeah. So the reason it gets so bad here in Dallas when it's cold and stuff, so it's like, take a city like Chicago, for example. Chicago, y'all have the infrastructure for that. Meaning there's somebody's actual job to go clean up the snow, clean up the ice, get that shit gone. You know what I mean? Y'all have people to do that. And here in Dallas, that's not the case. You know what I mean? As soon as there's a little bit of ice, a little bit of rain, a little bit of anything, the entire city shuts down. Like nobody moves because the roads are like unusable. That you're gonna die if you try to drive on that ice, bro. So it's like, you know. But the problem is, here's the real problem. They're saying it's supposed to be one of the worst storms really in quite a while, and the power grid here in Texas can't handle it same way y'all's power grid can. So I remember back in 2021, that was like the last real bad ice storm we've had here in Dallas. There was like 400,000 people here in Dallas that were without power for a month.
That is absolute the worst.
You know what I mean? And they saying this storm's supposed to be worse. So we'll see. So just pray for me. Just send a prayer for your kid, for your guy, man. Hopefully my power don't go out. Hopefully I'm here throughout the weekend. I'll be locked in the house though, because it is gonna get bad. It's just about how bad. So I gotta go to the grocery store today. Pray for me.
That's why you need an escape house, like somewhere else in the country.
Yeah.
You can get on a plane and fly to.
Yeah. Should go to Vegas today.
We need a Pick Dawgz house in Vegas.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Yes, we do. We'll talk about it. But not for real, that's it, man. Appreciate y'all though. See y'all tomorrow. I should be here tomorrow. I think Chris will be here tomorrow. I think Costi will be here tomorrow. I think Jeremy will be here tomorrow. So don't look out for that. Peace. We out of here.